Chosen one, the gates are about to close as your vibrations tear through the sky. Those who mocked you yesterday now beg for refuge in your light with trembling knees. Ignite the last spark. Write 88 in the comments now because the countdown has begun. He who does not take your side will have to face the coming tide alone. Now is the moment of decision. Either they will walk with you and write their destiny in golden letters, or they will be lost forever in the cold stones of darkness. Picture a storm breaking through the calm of a summer's day, a crack of lightning, revealing the truth in an instant. That's the moment you're stepping into now. The cloak of silence is ripped away, and the truth will come charging at you like thunder. Someone close to you, someone you trusted, has been operating behind the scenes, crafting plots to destabilize you. In their secret chambers, they thought they were untouchable, but that illusion is about to shatter. When the time comes, their hidden schemes will be exposed before your eyes, and they won't be able to mask their guilt, no matter how hard they try. You see, the veil of deception doesn't hold up in the presence of the truth. You, my friend, have been walking in divine light, and now that light is shining brighter than ever. Those who thought they could manipulate and control you are about to find out that you were never the pawn in their game. You were always the king in disguise. As their carefully constructed walls crumble, they'll realize the weight of the forces that have been guarding you all along. Just like the mighty oak standing tall after the storm, you are unshaken. They tried to uproot you, tried to twist your roots, but nothing can move what's deeply planted. And now they will feel the power of that foundation. You're not just surviving their attempts to bring you down, you're flourishing despite it. The winds of adversity have only made your branches reach further into the heavens. When their secrets come to light, it won't just be a revelation, it'll be a restoration. Everything they stole, every lie they planted, will be reclaimed and transformed. You're not just clearing the air, you're rewriting the narrative. What they thought they could bury will rise from the ashes of their deception, and in the process, you'll be elevated to heights they couldn't even imagine. The truth will reveal its power, and when it does, you'll stand firm, unshaken, ready to claim what's rightfully yours. They've miscalculated. They thought they were in control, but you've always been guided by something far greater. It's time for the world to see who you truly are. You are the flame that refused to be dimmed. Just like a fire in the night that refuses to be snuffed out by the wind, your spirit burns bright no matter how fiercely they try to blow it out. They thought they could hide behind their deceitful whispers, hoping the darkness would swallow the truth. But you, chosen one, are like the sun breaking through the darkest storm clouds, revealing everything in its brilliant light. In hidden corners, where they believed they could speak freely, they spun webs of lies, hoping the silence would shield them. But their venomous words, every plot, every calculated scheme, they could not hide them from your unwavering strength. They tried to hold you in the shadows, but your radiance drew everything into the open. Every half-truth they whispered, every deceit they wove in the dark, is now coming to the surface. It's like a cloud being parted to reveal the bright, unclouded sky. In those dim rooms where your name was uttered with malice, they were building their false reality. But now, the curtain is lifting. Their feeble efforts to tarnish your name are being blown away like dust in the wind. They wanted to bury your truth, but it's like planting a seed in soil too rich for their lies to take root. You are destined to grow and rise higher, and no matter how much they try to suppress you, your truth is like a mighty oak, its roots deep in the earth, and its branches reaching toward the heavens. If you feel the abundance of divine love in your heart, now is the time to share it. You can help spread God's blessings by clicking the Super Thank You button on YouTube and contributing $20 or more. This divine gift will touch not only your life, but the souls of many through this platform. Each of you has a sacred place in God's grand design, and your generosity will be the fruit of our prayers. Act now, share your blessings to glorify His kingdom. For you were created to do even greater things in God's loving hands. May God bless you. They thought you would stumble, that their lies would break you, but you stood firm. Just like a mountain that withstands the fiercest storms, your strength was never in doubt. They couldn't foresee the depth of your resilience, the power in your truth. Now, they're the ones scrambling, unable to hide from the truth that they tried to bury. And as your truth emerges from the shadows, so does your power. It's not just a revelation, it's the turning of a tide. What they built in secrecy is now crumbling in the light of your authenticity. Every lie they told, every attempt to tear you down, has only fortified your position. Your strength, your integrity, your unwavering commitment to your purpose has been the very thing that exposes them. You are like a beacon of light in the storm, a lighthouse guiding ships safely to shore, while their ship of lies sinks in the sea. The winds of deception that once tried to steer your course have now lost their power. Your truth is the anchor that holds you steady, and the storm cannot move you. They underestimated the strength of your foundation. You were never meant to fall. You were meant to rise, to shine brighter than they ever imagined. Now that the truth is revealed, you stand not just as a survivor, but as a force that will reshape the world around you. The lies they told will be exposed as what they are, weak and hollow, unable to stand in the face of your unwavering light. Their webs of deceit are unraveling, and they are being left exposed, powerless to stop the revelation of your true power. You are like the sun that rises every morning, no matter how dark the night was before. You shine, and nothing can ever obscure your light again. If you feel God's presence, you can tap the join button below to become part of the first chosen ones and receive the most important revelations early. So, step forward, chosen one, and embrace the truth that was always meant to be yours. You were made for this. Your destiny is unfolding, and the darkness that once tried to swallow you will now serve to illuminate your path to greatness. You are the one who will stand in the light, and all those who once conspired against you will now see the brilliance of your spirit shining through. Imagine you're standing by the ocean, feeling the pull of the tide beneath your feet, when suddenly the water starts pulling back in an unexpected direction. You're not quite sure why, but deep down, you know that the change is coming. That subtle shift is like the stirring in your spirit, the unsettling sensation that something isn't right, that things are about to unfold in a way you never imagined. Your instincts, sharpened through years of experience and growth, have been fine-tuned by the divine, tuned so finely that you sense the undercurrents of deceit long before they reveal themselves. While you focused on the light and growth within you, others quietly plotted in the shadows. They whispered in corners, scheming behind closed doors, thinking they could undermine you. They thought their words, their lies, could drown out the truth you stand upon. But like a hidden storm, gathering strength, it all starts to come to light. You see, your every victory, every step forward, every milestone you reached, became the ammunition they'd hoard, ready to use against you. What they didn't see, though, was that those victories were not just the fruits of your labor. They were the seeds of your divine protection. Now, every effort they made to manipulate and deceive will be exposed. Like old rusted chains being broken, every doctored screenshot, every twisted thread of gossip will stand as evidence, not of your failure, but of their desperate attempts to diminish you. Their schemes, so carefully laid out in the darkness, now shine in the light, and they'll see that nothing they did in the shadows can outshine the divine light that's been guiding your every step. You weren't just meant to survive their attacks, you were chosen to rise above them. Just as a mountain stands tall and unshaken despite the fiercest storms, your resolve stands firm. You were never meant to be a victim of their lies. No, you were meant to be a testament to the resilience of the divine spirit within you, a living example of the truth they tried to bury. And as their schemes fall apart, one by one, you'll stand taller, your spirit growing stronger, your path clearer than ever before. It's not just about surviving the storm. It's about the transformation that happens when the storm clears, when the fog lifts, and you can finally see the world for what it is. What they didn't understand is that every time they tried to tear you down, every time they thought they had you cornered, you were being shaped for something greater. Now the world will see the truth. You are not the one who was wronged. You are the one who was prepared for this moment, prepared for the divine purpose that was set in motion before time itself began. Now every lie, every whisper, and every falsehood becomes a stepping stone on your journey to greater things. You are not just stepping out of the shadows of their deceit. You are walking boldly into your purpose, your destiny, and nothing can hold you back now. Here's the truth. They set up their whole attack like a house of cards, all balanced on a lie. They painted you as someone you weren't, a shadow walking in dark corners, when in reality, you've been standing in the light all along. They couldn't handle the shine of your authenticity, so they spun their webs of deceit to try and trap you. In their narrow view, your success became the mirror reflecting their own insecurities, making them afraid of what you were becoming. So, they clung to that lie like it was the only thing keeping them afloat. Dear brothers and sisters, may God's peace be upon you today. I am here to remind you of a profound truth. Our existence is grounded in God's divine plan, unshaken by the temporal concerns of the world. As the Bible says, whatever is done in faith will return to God in abundant blessing. Luke 6:38. Like that great oak tree, our roots are deeply rooted in God's universal truth. Every step we take, every stand we take, is secured by His strength. And now you are being offered the opportunity to be part of that blessing. When you use the Super Thank You button and donate $100, this movement will return to you 100-fold in abundance. But the beauty of the truth, my friend, is that it can't be hidden forever. You're standing here, and the lies are falling apart like dry leaves in the wind. When you strip away the falsehoods, you see it clearly. Their attacks were never about you. They were always about their fear of the light you bring into the world. They tried to bury you in their lies, but you've risen above it all. Now the truth stands tall, and all the false accusations crumble, revealing the real story. Their entire campaign was a fortress built on sand, and with every move you make, the foundation shakes. What they tried to build up has now fallen down. You, chosen one, are not just surviving. You are standing strong on the rock of truth. You're a beacon, And as the fog of deceit lifts, the world will see exactly who you are. Someone chosen for greatness, someone with a light they couldn't understand but could never extinguish. This is your moment. The lies they built to tear you down, they are nothing more than stepping stones now. The higher you climb, the more they will see. The lies can no longer hold you. Your destiny is unfolding, and their efforts to stop you will only serve to catapult you further into the purpose God has set before you. The winds of deception are dying down, and with every passing second, your light grows brighter. You've been chosen for a reason, and no matter how hard they try to suppress you, your spirit stands undaunted, radiating the power of truth. Now, as they watch your rise, they'll be forced to acknowledge what they tried to destroy: your undeniable power, your divine purpose, and the truth that can never be overshadowed. If you feel God's presence, you can tap the join button below to become part of the first chosen ones and receive the most important revelations early. When you look closely, you see that the storm that once battered you was not meant to destroy, but to reveal. The dust is finally settling, and what was once a cloud of confusion will now be exposed as a clearing for your divine purpose. Just like a seed that's planted deep in the soil, you have withstood the storms, the darkness, and the weight of the earth itself. But now, the roots are showing, and the vine is reaching toward the light. The same forces that once conspired against you now have no choice but to watch you rise. And soon, the shadowy architect of this entire plot, the mastermind who tried to manipulate the truth, will have no place to hide. His every move will be illuminated, just as the sun reveals the hidden faults in a mountain face. All the secret conversations, the whispered promises made in the dark, will now be made public. The strings he pulled, thinking they would tighten around you, will be cut one by one, exposing his entire web of deceit. This will be the moment where everything changes. Like a master sculptor chiseling away the excess to reveal the statue within. All the falsehoods, the attacks, the unjust accusations will crumble away, leaving only the truth of who you really are. You were never meant to be broken. You were always meant to be revealed. What was done in the dark will now be brought to light, and the exposure will not be for your harm. It will be for your elevation. The very ones who once sought to bury your name will now watch in awe as you are lifted higher than ever before. The very strength that they tried to steal from you, the very power they underestimated, will now become your cornerstone. The plans they laid in secrecy will turn against them, and everything that was meant for your downfall will serve as the platform for your ascent. As their network begins to fall apart, like a house of cards in a windstorm, you will stand unshaken, anchored firmly in the truth of your calling. The ones who were once deceived, who walked alongside the mastermind in blind loyalty, will begin to see the lies for what they truly were. They will turn away from the darkness, and many will turn toward the light that you carry. This is the season of unveiling. The plans of the enemy are about to be shattered, and the glory of your purpose will be revealed for all to see. As each falsehood is exposed, your strength, your integrity, and your divine mission will shine brighter. And when the dust finally settles, the truth will stand strong, forever unshaken, forever victorious. Your purpose has always been greater than their deception, and now the world will see the full weight of your calling. No more whispers in the dark, no more shadows, only the radiant light of truth, casting away the lies and revealing the chosen one that you were always meant to be. The world has been waiting for you to rise. Now, it's your time. Let the revelation begin. They didn't wield swords. They chose whispers, like the rustling of leaves on a windy day, soft and subtle, but deadly in its precision. Like a spider weaving its web, they spread tiny threads of doubt, just enough to catch you unaware. But just as a storm suddenly reveals the full strength of the wind, so too has your truth begun to break free from their tangled lies. You've felt it, haven't you? The whispers in the corners of your world. The moments of suspicion planted in your relationships, small fractures aimed at weakening your foundation. They thought they could chip away at your strength, slowly, without you noticing. But here's the thing about truth. It's like a deep-rooted oak that stands strong against the harshest winds. No matter how much they try to shake it, the roots go deep and your integrity remains unshaken. As they watched, waiting for a sign of vulnerability, what they failed to realize is that every step you took was a sign of strength. Even in your smallest moments of struggle, you were fortifying your foundation. Like a sculptor chiseling away at raw stone, what they saw as cracks, you saw as the beginnings of something more refined. Each challenge, each setback, was merely shaping you into the masterpiece you were always meant to become. They didn't understand the power of patience, did they? They thought your silence meant weakness. But what they couldn't see is that silence is the soil in which wisdom grows. You didn't need to react to their games. You let your actions speak louder than any whispered words ever could. Like a river carving through stone, the true nature of your spirit emerged, unrushed, steady, and undeniable. Now, as their web unravels, it's clear. Their whispers are nothing compared to the roaring truth that you carry. What they thought would diminish you has only amplified your light. And now, the time has come to stand tall, unwavering, and ready to reclaim everything they tried to take. Because when truth stands firm, it's not just heard, it shakes the very ground beneath their feet. Your truth is unstoppable, chosen one. The storm they created to drown you is the very wind that lifts you higher. You stand at the center of it all, untouched by their deceit. And with each passing day, your foundation grows stronger. It's time for them to see that their whispers were nothing compared to the power of your voice. And now, it will echo through the heavens. The battle for your name is over, and you've already won. Your spirit is like a shield, impenetrable and mighty. What they've tried to use against you has only fueled your rise, and now your truth will not be silenced. You will stand tall in your power, with your purpose fulfilled, as the world finally recognizes the strength you always had within. So let them whisper, let them plot in the shadows. They've already lost. You are the light that exposes their darkness, and nothing will stand in your way. Stand firm, chosen one. The world is about to see who you truly are, and no one, not even the whispers, can take that from you. Now is the time to share God's blessings by clicking the super thank you button on YouTube. You can contribute to His plan and be a part of this divine mission with a donation of $100 or more. Every gift reflects God's generosity, and I believe it will return to you exponentially far beyond your expectations. Remember, His protection and blessing is on your every step and every donation. You become part of His divine plan. You are a strong, radiant being, unshakable as His mighty rock. Witness God's miracles, feel the fruits of your generosity in your soul, and illuminate the world with confidence and courage. Be blessed, and let the light of the Lord guide your path. Imagine standing before a great ocean, its waves crashing relentlessly against the shore. That's how the world has treated you, always pushing, always trying to shape you into something you're not. The wind howled its harsh judgments, trying to knock you off balance, while the tide of opinions tried to drown your voice. But despite it all, you stand unshaken, like a lighthouse standing tall against the storm, knowing your light will never be extinguished. You are the beacon of truth, chosen to shine, no matter how dark the night may seem. In the halls where whispers once held power, where falsehoods were whispered like poison into the ears of those around you, something incredible is happening. The facade is crumbling. What they tried to shape you into, what they wanted you to become, is falling away. Now, you are standing in the fullness of your truth, unfiltered and unapologetic, with the full force of divine will backing you up. In their twisted hall of mirrors, they painted a distorted version of you, trying to mold you into something they could control. Speak, and you're seen as aggressive. Remain silent, and you're accused of coldness. Show compassion, and they claim it's insincere. Stand firm in your peace, and you're misunderstood as unfeeling. They tried to confuse the world with their misinterpretations, but you, chosen one, have always known who you are. The reflections they wanted to impose on you, the labels they tried to stick to your name, are now nothing more than empty words. If you feel God's presence, you can tap the join button below to become part of the first chosen ones and receive the most important revelations early. Now, the game has changed. They can no longer play the same tricks. Their illusions are unraveling, like a tapestry being torn at the seams. And in the silence that follows, in the space where their words once echoed, your voice rises clear and strong, steady as a river cutting through the landscape. You're rewriting the story. The script is no longer in their hands, it's in yours. You are the author of your narrative, and nothing they say can sway you from your purpose. You're not here to engage in their petty power plays. You've been called for something greater, to rebuild, to restore, to lead with the integrity that has always radiated from your soul. Your authenticity, like a strong current, will reshape the course of history, carving pathways where others see walls. The true power isn't in responding to every accusation or defending against every false narrative. The true power is in remaining true to yourself, to your divine calling, and to the light that shines within you. Your presence in this world is a declaration. The truth will stand tall, no matter how much the enemy tries to silence it. Just as a tree stands firm in the storm, so will your truth stand unshaken. They tried to plant lies, but the seeds of truth you carry are blossoming into something unstoppable. Watch as the script shifts, as the tides of this battle turn, because you are standing on the side of divine justice. Your journey hasn't been easy, but it's been worth it. Every moment of doubt, every challenge, every attempt to break you, it's all been building up to this. Like a diamond being forged in the pressure of the earth, your true self is now shining brighter than ever before. They tried to confuse your reflection, but now the real you is being revealed in all your glory. And just like that lighthouse in the storm, your light is shining brighter than ever, guiding the way for those who've been lost in the darkness. As you rewrite the story, remember this: your strength comes from the divine within you. The power of God is the wind beneath your wings. With every step, you're walking the path of victory, the path that's already been laid before you. This is your moment, chosen one. This is your time to rise, to reclaim your voice, and to walk boldly into the destiny that's been waiting for you since the beginning of time. So stand tall, speak your truth, and let the world hear the sound of your victory. They can no longer define you, for you are writing the script now, and it's a script of divine power, unshakable truth, and unstoppable victory